It was playing baseball and football, and not to mention, I was doing pretty good with the ladies. My old life ended on that day, and my new one began. As a result of sustaining multiple hits after I received my first concussion, I collapsed in my father's arms at the end of that game. I was suffering the effects of multiple strokes happening all at the same time, and a bleed that caused my body to shut down. My father told me that the last thing I said to him before I collapsed was, "Daddy, I can't see." Those were the last words I was able to say, and for him to remember for almost 9 months. Not only do we have the Super Bowl champs in Seattle, but we also have some of the best life-saving surgeons as well. If not for the expertise in brain surgeries at Harborview Medical Center, I am quite certain I wouldn't be the one talking to you today. The surgeons were able to stop the bleed by removing both sides of my head and stabilize my condition. I was on a ventilator for a week and remained in my self-induced coma for almost 2 months. After 93 days in the hospital, it was time for me to go home and wait for my brain to reboot. A little over a year after my injury, I was able to move my left finger purposefully. My dad researched a center in Dallas that specializes in post-traumatic brain injury rehabilitation, so we moved us there. While I was there, I was able to learn how to eat on my own and start to understand how important my body how to help my body move for my future. After a year at the center, it was time to come home and apply all that we had learned to create our own program. My mother drove me from place to place so I could receive at least 40 hours of therapy a week. I maintained that program for 6 years. I have worked very hard for my recovery to this point, and I have had much support along the way. During the time I have been trying to get better, I have also been a part of a concussion awareness movement. People like Stan Hain, who have committed their lives to helping others, have been a large part of this movement, and I am proud to know him. Together, we have been able to bring so much awareness to the concussion conversation. Together, we have been able to bring so much awareness to the concussion conversation. Having a law named after you doesn't hurt either. Last February, I was an honored guest at the Super Bowl to not only cheer for our Seahawks, but also celebrate our 50th state having a concussion law in it. I am honored to be part of this movement, but wouldn't wish my injury or an injury like mine on anyone else. God chose me and my family for this, and we have a duty to educate and as many people as we can so they don't have to go through what we have had to. I'm sure that all of you here in this room can make a difference as well.